Hey guys, welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution. I'm your host Rune, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of a show and tell of the 3 successful islands I have been working so hard in this game to get out, or to do rather, on my own little personal private Let's Play. And I've been having a lot of fun, guys, to be honest. Like I said to somebody that commented earlier about, just dismissing the fact that all YouTubers get video games for free. Man, I wish that was the case, because I've had to purchase every single video game. I have 213 games currently in Steam. I have about 5 in Origin, and I have a few others in different, various clients. I have 3 in Wargaming's client stuff. Battle.net hosts, I think 3 games that I can download or currently have right now. I have a lot of games. This is what I've been doing since I've been 15, guys. So I've had my Steam account since I started playing video games on the computer way back when. So anyway, without further ado, but first, let me just say thank you guys so much for coming along with us to take a look at this game once again. I feel like it needed a little extra attention. Me and Jason were talking a little bit more about IGN reviews and what people have kind of done in response as No Man's Sky is be super uber critical about super uber everything, and everybody's sensitive. You can't have a game that doesn't commit to all 5 of their promises if they only did 3 right away. And another point I want to bring up is the whole Sims, the Sims 1, 2, 3, and 4, and all the other games in between there. There's a PlayStation 2 one too, to where you can actually co-op and do a split mode thing or whatever. It's just all those games, they really nickel and dime you. They do. You buy a base game, and it doesn't even have spiral staircases or any really cool fancy things. And then they're just oh, well, hold on. In a couple of months, you're going to have to spend $10, $15 additional dollars to then be able to have spiral staircases, to be able to have, a really cool couch and a really cool TV and a really cool this, that, or the other thing. And, oh, later we're going to add content jobs that you can go to, or animals, or vacation spots. That's a full-fledged, expansion pack. It's not even a DLC that's super cheap. No. We're gonna pay. We're gonna charge you full price. So I guess with me being in the gaming kind of world, being a consumer, buying video games, I've kind of sat there and seen it all with companies and their corporate greed on, hey, a lot of people are buying our product. Maybe we should stretch this out a little bit. Maybe we should, solely just do online exclusive kind of games, so then we can nickel and dime them through transactions, or, oh, hey, skins. People really like to look cool, so let's make the base game look like crap with your gear and your mounts and your pets, and then let's just every month or so, or every other week patch, we're going to add more costumes for your characters and spend money on and everything. Black Desert, I'm looking at you, you jerk. But anyway, guys, I just wanted I have bought this game. It was $62.99, like I said in the last video, all right? So I have spent 27 plus hours already currently in the game, enjoying the crap out of it. And that to me is a worthwhile game. If I spend over 10 hours, 20 hours playing a game and I'm just enthralled and loving it and everything like that, then to me it's a good game. I mean, sure, there's no flyers. Sure, there's, animations. There could be more variety. I noticed that when we were doing some battling, some T-Rexes and some smaller little predators and stuff like that. Apart from the real smaller guys like the Dillo and the Velociraptor, the bigger carnivorous dinosaurs like the Ceratosaurus and I'm botching his name. And then we later unlocked a DLC carnivore, which was super cool. I forget his name. And then the T-Rex, they all kind of have similar kind of like fight animations and stuff. So I understand that point, and that's so totally like, hey guys, this is a great game, and we're going to launch it, and then later we're going to get really cool stuff. Possibly, potentially. We don't know, right? Like, that's just like a thing. But anyway, let me hit continue so we can get into the loading stuff while we're all chatting. I just feel like, I was looking at other reviews, and I was just like, you know what? Okay, these aren't that hateful. The majority of people are saying, hey, this game's pretty awesome. And there's just like a couple of haters and stuff like that, which is kind of okay to me. With EA getting a lot of hate right now, with all their stuff, and rightfully so. I'm not gonna save them from their own damnation there. Like they screwed the pony on that, like hardcore. So quickly, let me just show you. So these are the 3 successful islands. We're currently on island number 4. We just started. Like I literally loaded into that thing after I spent so long in this island, the 3rd island, the Isla Tacano or whatnot. And I didn't do anything. I just basically saved and was like, you know what? I've been playing this game for like 9 hours. I need a break. And then I got busy with real life stuff. So let's go ahead and go over to the 1st island, and I'll do a little bit of a tour. We kind of already did that. Actually, we did kind of already do that. So it's just going to be a quick flyby, guys. And I know I'm sorry, my intro bit is a little bit lengthy, but I cannot stress enough. I get really tired of negative trolls that have no basis, or not necessarily no basis, but like no fundamental understanding or stuff. Like I got ridiculed because they assumed I got the game for free, so therefore my argument is moot because I got it for free. And it's like, no, I have 90 subscribers. I don't get money from YouTube. I don't get money, period, guys, at all. So yeah, but anyway, I might be a touch salty about that one, just because it's really funny to me. Like we on this channel, we play games to have fun. We don't play these games to bitterly rage or to freak out and stuff. Now I have been guilty of World of Warship raging. And there was one video that I did to where my team was just utterly, there's like five teammates, 4 of them were battleships, another one was a Buffalo, and they completely took themselves out of the fight and allowed 12 enemy ships to focus fire on our ships, and it was terrible. But anyway, we're in this game. So let me just show you guys. You start out over here, and currently right now, so this is my profit margin, if I can do words today, and so we make just under $500,000 a minute, which isn't that bad for the starter beginning island. You got your main little area here, and we're housing Triceratops and like Stegosaurus family guys, and we got the Edmund guys there, and we even have some of those struts and the like over there. And I actually did not know about this over here. I stumbled upon this when I was just, messing about. And I was like, oh, wait, you can build over here? So you can actually build all the way up over here. So we were able to add like its own little zone over here. And I made a second little herbivore. Well, actually, this is kind of like the 3rd. But this one has more stegos and some rhinos. And some of those Draco Rex guys, because Draco Rex guys, they were freaking out, and I had some Triceratops freakouts over there. So I kind of like Triceratops are they're very their population you have to kind of watch, and that's something that I wanted to talk to you guys about as well with this game, because a lot of people were saying, I was reading reviews, they're just like, this game's got a super hard learning curve, and they don't really have a tutorial, and you get thrown into the wild, and like that's a part of the adventure, guys. Like I don't know if you guys, because I know like the majority of our community is mainly like World of Warplanes kind of guys, but just like in general, well, guys and gals, because my wife has played or at least attempted to play World of Warships. She gave it a go. I am impressed and proud. But, you know, there are gamer girls out there that do enjoy the games that we also play with World of Warplanes and World of Warships. But anyway, I digress to this game. And, well, let me do this real quick. This is bugging me. Let's just get this guy. Sorry, buddy. Let's just move you. So, when it comes to like the management of your dinos and stuff like that, you know, maybe you guys are like kind of like unaware. This is a lot like The Sims as far as keeping everybody happy. So the this kind of Stegosaurus, the Hyaneyaga blah blah blah. I call him Hugh because HU. These guys, as you can see, their comfort levels and stuff like that. You know, you need to have grassland, you need to have forest, you need to. You know, these guys have a wide variety of population, like give or take, and they're crazy easy on social, so that's not really a problem. You go over to the Ed over here, and it's actually fundamentally different. You know, this Edmontosaurus can actually have a huge population over here, but then as you go over and we find somebody like the Corey is in the Edmonton family. But see, like, we might only have just 1 or 2 Corys left over here, so we're probably going to have to make one because his social's kind of low. You have to manage those bars, guys. If you don't manage those bars, your dinosaurs are going to get cranky, and they're going to start breaking things, and then they're going to start revolting, and then you're going to have an uprising of dinosaurs, like breaking fences and, you know, wrecking your happiness of your park here. And so over here we've got a lot of different kind of family here. This again is the beginner one, so it's not really too big. As you can see, we can go into the big map over here, but I think it's fairly decent size. We have some obstacles and stuff. This is my predator pen over here, where we have the Rex Slayer. Because he took out, this was a fully modded Ceratosaurus, right? And I took a non-modded 60% genome Rex, and he just got his butt kicked. But we've got some Dillos and some Ceras there. So, yeah, that's basically... Oh, yeah. I also made the small little one over here, because I'll show you over here. Ankies, they're really antisocial. 3 Ankies are enough to max out their social. That's it. And then they can have other population that's not there. So the social's like your own specific class of dinosaur, like Ankies. Or at least the majority of that is. You can still get some social with other dinos and stuff, but the majority of your social is basically like your other same dino species. And your population is everybody within the enclosure total. So Ankies, like these guys, and all of his cousins and stuff that you can make. I think there's like 3 or 4 that we can do now. I will quick show you guys, right? So there's the Anki there, and then yeah, this guy. I'm really bad with pronouncing dino names, although they're super cool. This guy, the Nodo. This was a DLC unlock guy too, which is super cool. And then let me show you the other unlock that we got. Where is he? Right here. Yeah, this Metri, the Canthantaurus. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I really enjoy. I really like the look of him and stuff like that. In comparison to just having the Sarah. As the get-go. But we also have our T-Rex guys. And I have modded out these guys like hardcore. It costs like almost $6.5 million to do. And it's pretty insane. But yeah, this is basically the thing. I was able to build the tram when I discovered that we had this thing all the way back here. So, we built the tram, and it was super kind of cool. And the happy and everything is what we're looking for. You know, everybody's got great variety and like all this other stuff. And I mean, that's what you have to do. It's a balancing act in this game. And I kind of felt like when I made that video, I was just like, maybe people just don't understand, you know, the core concepts without having their, what's the words? With needing their handheld. I don't necessarily like that in some video games. Like when the game basically calls you stupid. And it's just kind of like, okay, listen, honey, sit down. Sit down. You don't know how to play this really complicated, sophisticated game. So I'm going to sugarcoat everything, make it super easy, and here you go, honey. Like, don't try. I hate it when games do that. I utterly hate it when games do that. Because it's just kind of like, man, that takes the challenge out of things. And that's what I find, like, one of the biggest critiques that this game has. Like, you know, it forces you to play these dumb little islands and these missions and all this other stuff and Q. But, like, guys, these are tutorials in and of itself and challenges, and allows you to unlock things to then use in your free-for-all Isla Nublar place, which is crazy. Oh, look! Speaking of... We have a problem here. Ooh, right there. That's terrible. Listen, you. All right. So while we set this up and I wonder why he broke out. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, buddy?
No problem.
Huh. I don't know why he freaked out. Do we got people still on lockdown? Nope. Get in lockdown. So that's another thing too. If you've got people, it's a Dillo. What is wrong with you, man? Oh, unfortunately we lost a guy. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. I don't really need Dillos anymore, so we're just gonna get rid of them, right? And R, selling. So let me just give you guys the tour over here. We can get off our like little rant here. So so you start here and you're in the middle of a storm, which is crazy. And then you kind of have to learn. It teaches you that you have to build these weather control stations to then protect your facility or your facility's power rather against storms, against hurricanes. So then that will enable you to utilize your helicopters and your rangers to fix things and still manage your dinos, which is super cool. But I also built a tram over here. So this is, you start out with kind of like some pins over here, and we kind of like added to it over here. So we've got, we've got like some herbivore pin over here. We have kind of like a carno pin over here. And we have another Carno pin. This is like the Velociraptors and the Cero guys. I kind of like merged them all because we were doing some mission specific things, which was kind of cool if I remember correctly. So then let's just go on over here and I'll show you this. So over here we have a Triceratops pin, because this was right when I was unlocking Triceratops. And so Triceratops, you know, they have, this is a Triceratops family member. It's like a cousin. And as you can see, their population, their social, it's real specific, guys. Real specific. And that means that you just have to be super picky with what dinos pair with what. And you're not going to know until you make one and hatch one. The tulip doesn't really tell you, which I guess is a kind of a pet peeve for me. I mean, I wish that they could have, you know, done that little bit more in like a display, so you don't waste your beginning money like right away, you know, kind of doing that. But it's not really a big deal. So we further come down over here, which is super cool. And I made kind of like this centery kind of touristy attraction plaza area with an Anki pen. Because I know we have an Anki pin in the first one, but this is the island that I unlocked the Anki, and so this is their little pin, because I found out that their social was just, their social and their population kind of sucked. And then we went all the way down here, and I wrapped around this fence, and I just barely had enough space to kind of like put all this kind of stuff in here. And I was experimenting with larger pins at this point to get kind of like some Triceratops to be happy with everybody. And we've got the Struts, we've got Corey's, you know, like even these guys are like super low, so we might want to, you know, grab a guy. I don't know if we have another Corey. That's probably why. We probably definitely need to. I don't know what's with the Corys, but they tend to die often on me. But that's okay. So let's go ahead and do that while we're chatting here. And then that gate is open. So this is kind of like a strategy, too, that you might want to consider, is gating off your door to your hatchery. Because this way you can create carnos and stuff, then easily access and get, you know, you got a small pen to where they can get darted, and you can cart them off somewhere or anything. But it also allows you to kind of isolate things and see if you do need to move a dino. If you're unsure of his stats or his or her stats, so you might want to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is my second island. It was definitely interesting to try to, you know, place all these and to manage the power stuff, and you know, so I have a plethora of power now because we've unlocked a few things. But let me show you my profit margin on this island. So on this island, I'm rocking over $500,000, which is super cool. I really was digging that. But again, guys, managing your civilian happiness and your dino happiness is not that hard once you understand the fundamentals of keeping people happy. What, two dinos just died, like right there, back to back. Wow. Okay, that sucks. Poor dinos. Let's see if we need Ed. Okay, we're gonna need to construct an Ed too. Sorry guys, 1 second. Let me just go over here. This game doesn't have a pause, which can be frustrating for some. I know it was a hard thing for me to get used to too right away, because I'm used to some strategy games like some 4X games and stuff, being able to pause and really assess the situation and kind of like make it a turn-based situation for myself. But you can't do that in this game. My keyboard is like low on power too, which is so lame. So that is the second island, and now to my pride and joy. Now this third island I worked extensively on, and it was such a pain in the butt, and I did get 5-star rating on it, but it is such a finicky, frustrating place. And the reason why that is because it is really stretched out. I wouldn't say that it's bigger, and that was another point that somebody had in the comments down below, is like the space in which to create your park is kind of limited, and it's not like a random seed like a game that was forever ago and everything like that, and they were kind of mad how it's not random and everything. But like, this is Jurassic World Evolutions based on just look at that. That looks like an awesome park right there. I worked really hard for this. But like this, each island, if we go here, has a specific meaning. Like, all of these are like real to the lore as far as I am remembering correctly. And, you know, this island, I guess, is maybe a bigger island of that. I'm not too sure about that one. But I mean, like, all of these are like specific, like, ones that were like a thing. As far as I'm tracking, you can correct me in the comments down below. I'm pretty sure that is the case. We have a death already too. See, everybody's dying. Why? Why don't die? Let's fix you. So anyway, I'm revealing too much. So this is where you first start in here, okay? And you first start in with like $950,000 in debt. You have to sell some buildings. I sold this building. This building brought me into the green, and I sold a couple of other like buildings that were bringing me negative in profit margins here. And you have this little itty bitty outcropping, which this is where we have Jericho, our T-Rex. Say hi, Jericho. Jericho retired Kevin because Kevin was like 3 years away from dying just of old age, and I felt like I wanted to give Kevin a proper send-off by getting eaten by another one. But his rating, you see this? This is amazing. Because because he, killed Kevin, which is a really high rating dino, he also got a high rating dino. Look, there's lots of death going on. Oh, yeah. One of my Brachiosauruses. They're getting old, That's the other thing. You have to constantly maintain, the population of your dinos because they don't honestly live that long. So, but anyway, let's take a look at our income. Look at that. I almost make, and at one point I was making over $1 million a minute on this island. Everybody is super duper thrilled and happy to be here. It's it's pretty awesome, to be honest. Let's go over. I'm clicking on the wrong thing over here. But see, this is what keeps bouncing around for me all the time. Is okay welfare and the 40 like the dinosaurs thing and the facilities rating. The capacity is the one that bounces and stuff. But as you can see, we almost have 13,000 guests that are visiting our island at any one given time, which is super cool. I've got, I was able to fit my ACU center like right in here, and I've got the science center and the fossil stuff like all right here, kind of like grouped together in like one nice wing of stuff that needs to get done. I built that tram out. And we also, fleshed out this. This is my Carno pen for Velociraptors, and this is that Metro dude. So this is a DLC. I hit the wrong button. This is a DLC dino that you can get through unlocking an emission. So that's another thing that someone once said to me is possible, pay to win, or not necessarily pay to win because it's not a multiplayer game, but like if you want all the dinos, you have to do the DLC and stuff. He's like, yeah, but you have to unlock it too. It doesn't just hand it to you. It's I don't know. And for $5, like honestly, it was like $55.99 or like $60. And it's like $5 for like really cool dinos and stuff. I might as well, if I'm gonna spend $55 in a game and there's a deluxe version for just $5 more, it's like, that's okay to me. I'm just saying, maybe everybody else is on a budget. I'm on a budget too. I mean, I'm a single income family father, dad that works a lot and also plays games and puts it on YouTube. So I don't necessarily know. But see, then I augment that by I don't go to the bar, because this is my addiction. I play video games. But anyway, we have a huge parasaur family here, guys. So this is when I unlocked the parasaurs and everything, and all the different parasaurs. These guys are a different breed altogether. These guys are kind of really interesting. But we were playing around with the parasaurs and checking out what they needed and everything, and it was super cool. We unlocked these the ball stations, the gyro stations, which is super cool. It allows for max visuals for your guests to see all the dinos, and you actually kind of like have to map out the map. It's really kind of cool. I was really enjoying that. And we unlocked like the bowling alley and like a whole bunch of other stuff just by completing the missions. So about that, so all it is just doing reputation missions while you're playing the game to advance your park. It's really, honestly, not that hard. And I was blown away by some of the negative comments by people, not on necessarily our video, but like in reviews, to where, some people had just a lot of bad luck, or a lot of like, maybe they didn't know how to set up their ecosystem or their habitat. You need to balance out your shrubs and your trees and your grass. And if you have shrubs in your water, I found sometimes it maybe is a bug or something like that, but the animals won't drink from that water because they have long-standing grass in there. So you have to make sure that your grass or your shrubs aren't in your grass, because I had an issue with like an Anki that just was not eating or drinking, and I was like, why? And it was sure enough because of that situation. So just watch out for that. So, and then down we go, and this was my main experiment, guys. This giant enclosure. Now, at this point also was researching the Brachiosaurus and the Diplodocus, if I can say his words right. Diplodocus, maybe. But we were playing with all the different experimentations with this, while also having the Triceratops in with us and everything. It was kind of like an interesting kind of build. I actually ended out dividing a little corner. If you can see here, we'll do this little map so you guys can see. This is where I did like some Ankylo or some Anky family stuff. So basically I found out that if you have a pair, so kind of like quote-unquote male and female of one Anky type, and then a male and female of another Anky type, and another, you know, they all seem to love each other. See, like, the population's okay, the social's okay, they don't freak out, and you're able to have Ankies, which is super cool, because Ankies are awesome, because in Ark Survival Evolved, I use them all the time to gather my metal for when I'm playing, and, oh man, we got such a problem right now. We've got, like, an outbreak of death going on. Why? Why, game? I thought I sent a ranger station guy to... Oh, we also have to do this too. Let's do this. And this is another thing that some people were complaining to, is manually sending your guys to do stuff. And it's a management game. So why would you be complaining about a management game about you managing? Confused. I mean, yeah, it's a tedious, monotonous task, but you know what? It's role-playing. Like, the whole goal is to be like, hey, you know what? I want to actually drive my Jeep, and we're going to go feed XYZ, right? I mean, that's the whole goal, is to kind of, some of the mechanics, some of the micromanagement is kind of dumbed down to allow you some time to be able to fly your helicopters, to drive your Jeeps, to experience, you know, your dinos up close and have a surreal fun experience. And it's just a fun game. Like I said, I have over 27 hours. That's well worth $62 in my opinion. I take my wife out to dinner and I spend just about that much money on the dinner itself, and then it's done. Like, one time, bam, $60, and I never am going to get that dinner again. But with this game, I could, like, take a break from it, come back in a month, be like, you know what, I want to, like, restart this island and start all anew, because challenge, right? I mean, you can do that kind of stuff in this game, and, you know, the research stuff is not honestly that bad. Oh yeah, this is from the fourth island here. We had things going. Let me quickly just sell that stuff. But yeah, guys, I mean, again, I like to have fun. I like this a lot. It's pretty cool, but I am just kind of... Let me know in the comments down below maybe if you've survived my overtired explanation of things. Let me know if you guys want to see Island 4 as actually kind of like a let's play of let's make this island great, because that island is a challenge. So it basically, you have no space and things are more expensive because you're like a rural little small island that doesn't have a lot of logistic support, quote unquote. So then things cost a lot more. And so it's a little bit more challenging, or at least that's what the description kind of said when I first unlocked it. So I'm kind of eager to check that out. But yeah, overall, guys, I don't know. I've been having a super fun time with it. Hopefully you guys who are playing it are having a super fun time. And that's, again, what it is all about, guys, is if you are having fun, then great. If you are not having fun, why are you playing the game? Like, is it because you were a super hardcore fanboy and then you were disappointed? Or is it because everybody else is reviewing it negatively, quote unquote, right? And I don't think everybody is anymore, because people actually sat down and started playing it and was like, hey, you know, once you get once you get like 40 plus dinosaurs and 13,000 visitors visiting your park, it actually isn't really that, like, there's constantly things that you must do. And that is what a theme park game is managing and balancing your acts and your people and keeping everybody happy while making money. That's a theme park game. That's kind of like Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm looking forward to a DLC where we can add, those pterodactyl hatcheries that were like in Jurassic Park 3, to where, you could build this giant big dome enclosure and actually have pterodactyls like swooping around in there and everything. I think that'd be kind of a super cool, fun thing. But I mean, guys, it's just a game. Why you have to be mad? As like this hockey guy once said. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry. I just got done with a night shift. But I felt like I wanted to take you guys on a tour of this game because I loved doing the different scenarios, loved doing the different missions, loved checking out, researching the different dinos and getting that 100% genome that then unlock all the different traits. I loved unlocking all the different traits through the research menus via doing quests and stuff. I mean, I had a lot of fun. And that's what it's all about, is having a lot of fun. So stay tuned later on today, guys. We're going to be doing a World of Warplanes kind of review about that new patch that kind of utterly screwed some planes and your positions on things. I'm going to have my thoughts and feelings on that. Unit 23, otherwise known as Jason, he has some pretty strong feelings about that patch. Maybe we'll get into it. Maybe we won't. I don't want to speak for him, but he is livid. And so are some other people. So that's going to be kind of an interesting conversation we're going to have, guys. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Just a real not so quick. I wanted it to be 20 minutes. It was double that. But I just wanted to show you guys my islands because I'm proud of them. They're super successful. They all make $500,000 or more, basically. And that to me is great. It's kind of like my Anno series stuff that I like to do occasionally by myself, is just make super profitable environments or scenarios and stuff. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode of something. I'm not too sure. I've been kind of screwing up here, and real life has been hard. So like my Let's Play series of our RPGs have not really been there. This weekend, I did not have a chance to do any recording for Shadow of War or Vampire. So we're going to be doing that this week. So sorry about that. I got this video that I was going to do, and then I'm going to do this Warplane video I'm going to do for the day. And then tomorrow we're going to start anew with Shadow of War. And we'll just start from tomorrow on. And hopefully we can do some amazing things there, guys. So anyway, take care. I'm going to go to bed. You guys have a great day. See ya.